Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman recently took to social media to react to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes' segment from last week's edition of Friday Night SmackDown. The original Tribal Chief and the American Nightmare are set to team up at the 2024 Bad Blood Premium Live event. On last week's episode of The Blue Show, Cody Rhodes locked horns with Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship in a steel cage match. After Rhodes defended his title successfully, Sikoa's stablemates came out to attack the champion. However, Roman Reigns made his electrifying appearance to save his former rival from the bloodline. In the last segment of the show, Reigns and Rhodes shockingly agreed to team up for a match against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood 2024. Roman Reigns' wiseman, Paul Heyman, recently took to his Instagram story to react to the original Tribal Chief agreeing to team up with the American Nightmare. Heyman is known for only reposting stories related to his Tribal Chief on Instagram without any captions. He did something similar this time as well, seemingly showcasing that he acknowledged Reigns' decision. WWE legend Paul Heyman talked about his desire to work with Roman Reigns. During an interview on Bloomberg Live, Paul Heyman said he had the easiest job in the world because he got to hype up stars. Heyman also mentioned that when his alliance with Brock Lesnar ended, he wanted to work with Roman Reigns. But he did not believe that the Triple H-led promotion would let it happen. "I have the easiest job in the world. I get to hype someone. I actually believe in it. They never hand me a script. I don't need a script. For 20 years, I worked with a gentleman named Brock Lesnar. He's the only person in the world that's ever held the UFC, the NCAA, and the WWE Heavyweight Championships for 20 years. I hyped up Brock Lesnar, never needed help in doing it. When Brock's run was done, there was only one person I was ever willing to work with. I never thought they'd let us work together. It was Roman Reigns because I believe in him. I believe he's the best athlete in WWE." Paul Heyman has been absent from WWE television since Solo Sikoa's bloodline attacked him. It will be interesting to see when the Wiseman will reunite with Roman Reigns. The WWE Universe was still buzzing from the seismic announcement that Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, had agreed to team up with his longtime rival Cody Rhodes at WWE Bad Blood. The news shook the foundation of WWE, and the man caught in the middle of this monumental decision was none other than Paul Heyman, the special counsel to Roman Reigns. Heyman, known for his cunning and manipulative ways, had always been the puppet master behind Reigns' dominance in WWE. For years, he had orchestrated Roman's victories, handling every betrayal and alliance with surgical precision. Now, however, he found himself in unfamiliar territory, a partnership between Reigns and Cody Rhodes, the very man who had come dangerously close to dethroning the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania. Sitting in his lavish office, Heyman's face was a mixture of disbelief and anxiety. His fingers fidgeted with his phone, his mind racing as he replayed Roman's words over and over again in his head. "I've made my decision. I'll team up with Cody at Bad Blood." What could he be thinking? Heyman muttered to himself, pacing the room. Cody Rhodes? The man who represents everything we fought against. The American Nightmare? This alliance makes no sense. He stopped at his desk, glaring at his reflection in the polished glass. The phone buzzed on his desk, and Heyman glanced at the screen. It was a message from an anonymous source, no doubt some insider trying to gauge his reaction to the blockbuster announcement. "Breathe, Paul. Think," Heyman whispered. He was always a man with a plan, but this situation felt different. There was no way to spin Roman's decision into a strategic advantage, not with Cody Rhodes in the mix. The animosity between Cody and Reigns had been public and personal. Rhodes had openly challenged Reigns' status as Tribal Chief, claiming that Roman's reign was built on manipulation, fear, and Heyman's mind games. The special counsel leaned back in his chair, running his hands through his thinning hair. For the first time in a long time, he felt vulnerable. Cody Rhodes wasn't just any superstar, he was a man with a legacy, a man driven by revenge and redemption. Aligning with him put everything at risk. Heyman's phone buzzed again. This time, it was a call from Jimmy Uso, one of the remaining loyalists in the bloodline. Hesitant, Heyman answered, putting the call on speaker. "Paul, you hear this mess?" Jimmy's voice was laced with frustration. "Cody Rhodes? What's Roman thinking, man?" Heyman's lips pursed as he exhaled. "I've heard, Jimmy. Believe me, I've heard. But Roman hasn't exactly consulted me on this decision. It's complicated." "Complicated?" "It's stupid," Jimmy shot back. "I don't trust Cody." "None of us do. This has to be some kind of trap, right? You think Cody's playing mind games?" Heyman pinched the bridge of his nose. Jimmy wasn't wrong. Cody Rhodes wasn't above playing mind games, but the thought of Roman being outmaneuvered was unthinkable. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, didn't get played. But this wasn't a normal situation. "I don't know, Jimmy," Heyman admitted. "I don't like it. But if Roman has made his decision, we have no choice but to trust that he knows what he's doing." Jimmy scoffed. "Yeah, well, good luck with that. I've got my own problems to deal with, but I'm telling you, Paul, this is going to blow up in everyone's face." The call ended abruptly, leaving Heyman staring at the phone. Jimmy's concerns mirrored his own, but the more he thought about it, the more a gnawing suspicion crept into Heyman's mind. What if this partnership wasn't about Cody Rhodes at all? What if Roman had something else planned, something that even Heyman hadn't seen coming? His mind raced through the possibilities. Could Roman be positioning himself for an even greater play? A power move that would see Cody Rhodes manipulated into serving Roman's interests? Or was this about trust, forcing Cody to prove his loyalty by putting him in a situation where failure was not an option? Heyman's phone buzzed once again, but this time it was a message from Roman himself. The text was short, cryptic even, "Trust me. Trust me." Heyman let out a slow breath, the words sinking in. Roman rarely asked for trust, he demanded it. But this message was different. It felt almost like an assurance, a promise that Roman had everything under control. Maybe there was more to this alliance than Heyman could see on the surface. However, the doubt still lingered. Cody Rhodes was unpredictable, and WWE Bad Blood was shaping up to be an event where nothing was certain. Heyman knew one thing for sure: the WWE Universe would be watching this partnership closely, waiting for the moment when it would implode. The special counsel stood up, straightening his suit jacket. He had a role to play in this, whether he liked it or not. If Roman wanted to team with Cody, then Heyman's job was to ensure that every angle, every moment, worked in Roman's favor. He had to think 2 steps ahead, no, 3 steps ahead, and prepare for the fallout. A knock on the door broke his concentration.